We are live, kiddos. Let's get this thing kicked off tonight. A.o.K. Championship Wrestling. United States Championship on the line through a tournament. 8 men. Lots of brutality. And we're going to get this thing kicked off. I will let the brackets up here as we get situated for the night. Let's see our boy Jonathan in here tonight. The rest of the crew should be joining us shortly. So let's go over the matches. Remington Steel, Singer taking on Omer T. Hinkledimer. Singles action for the tag team champion. Kamron Sawyer taking on Pandinus in singles matchup. James Coleman facing off against Ted Rockpage. Ken Bouchard in the chat. And Prestige taking on Shawn Sullivan. Got a lot of singles tag team matchups here tonight. Remy and Omer both respectively in tag teams. Shawn Sullivan and Pandinus both in separate tag teams as well. So interesting to see how these tag team technicians will stack up against the likes of the one-on-one men like Prestige and James Coleman and Kamron Sawyer. That's enough talk. Let's head into the action. Remy versus Omer. Let's get off of all that. Let's get them entrances on. I got a note here that remind me of that. If Empress is in the chat, she got a long night. We got no girls on here tonight. They forced me to put all the women on the last one, man. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. In the meantime, though, while you guys are not blaming me, let's do this. We got 2 more titles. We got 2 more tournaments. One of which we can do tonight. We have 3 more, but one of which we can do tonight. I will give you 2 options. If you like, we will see the IC Championship go up, or we can see the Cruiserweight Championship go up. I'll let you guys think on that. Put some time into it. The current Intercontinental Champion is Vulgar the Clown. The current Cruiserweight Champion is Coyote Kid. I'll bring this conversation back around in just a little while. Give you guys time to think about it, get some more people in here to put the question to them. Remington Singer, I didn't quite catch. I missed what the opening bout stipulations were. That was my fault. I was thinking instead of not. I'm not against that. Like I said, either one. So I mean, personally, I'm supposed to be biased, but like that's my vote too. So technically, that's 2 for the tourney. One half of the World Tag Team Champions, newly crowned. I just said that one. Omer T. Hinkledimer. Winning the World Tag Team Tournament with his brother Cletus. Facing off against the Wrecking Crew in the finals. And man, oh man, what a banger of a match. When I say banger of a match, one more time, banger of a match. Tag titles already crowned. Women's champion already crowned. Amaya with a complete underdog story to claim the women's undisputed championship. But we're kicking things off for the United States title, and Remy is taking it right to the tag team champ. Omer down in the corner already. Remy, of course, coming to us from 13 Guys. I don't know if he's in the chat or if he will be. He is the ever-present lurker. Omer getting his comeuppance here, getting a little bit of payback. OTM in the house. You can tell because he dropped his keys coming through the door. 154 times that man has done that. My brother, welcome in, OTM. I'm just getting started, so we haven't gotten wound up yet. We haven't gotten wound up yet. We got a tables match, as I'm just now realizing. We got ourselves a table match here for the United States first round matchup. Collision course, center of the ring. Into the turnbuckles, Omer with a monkey flip. Putting them Timberlands to work. Word. Get outside, get some fresh air, and pollute your lungs. I don't care, kill yourself. I'll see you when you get back, brother. Omer T putting the boots down. Working the ankle and lower extremities here of Remington Steel. Dropkick misses with aiming for the back of the head. Going back and forth between the two. Going for it. Omer T looking for it. Does he do it? Cattle mutilation. Looking to make him tap. Not only is that painful, that's hard to breathe, man. Face down in the mat. Nose being pressed down. Inverted atomic drop. And Omer T showing that title ain't no fluke. That's championship material right there. Championship stock right there. As they say back in Stillwater, West Virginia, or wherever Stillwater is located. Kentucky, Tennessee. I don't think it really... They just say they're from Stillwater. Yes. Where y'all from? Down the road a ways, right down there by Stillwater. I'm in Cletus J. Back inside the ring we go. Omer, a shot to the back, sending Remy back outside the ring. Short forearm, Remy makes his way back in. We got two tables in the ring, and these two are dangerously close. Back, man, arm drag, landing back first on those metal railings. On the underside of that table, Omer scooping his opponent up. Remy with the reversal. Inverted DDT, and Remy going for a table. Omer cutting him short. Now Omer with the table. ZA coming back in, dropping resubs. Taking my brother A.o.K chance in the chat for ZA. Making chance in the chat. Remy. ZA, we are doing the United States Championship tournament. We are also, I'll wait till OTM comes back. I'll just repeat it when OTM comes back in. You guys are getting the option. Get you guys a vote here. The Intercontinental Championship or the Cruiserweight Championship for the second half. The current Intercontinental Champion is Vulgar the Clown. The current Cruiserweight Champion is the Coyote Kid. We cast votes a little closer to the mid part of the stream here. Remy, we got a table set up, and Remy has taken control of the matchup with Omer in the corner. That's Omer in the corner. That's Omer with the back splat. Trying to avoid the table. Anyway, Omer getting the rebound here. Climbing to the top rope from the outside. My whole hole. Damn, did he hit hard. And then ricocheted off that table right there as well. And And Remy going to work immediately, trying to dissect Omer T. Hinkledimer. Tag team champ looking a little rough. Big double axe handle, big baseball swing of a clubbing below there. If Omer had any teeth, he'd have knocked them right out of his mouth. We will see. We will see Ted Rockpage. He is first round, third match of the first round. Is what I'm trying to spit out there. Omer against the table. Remy closing in, looking to win this one. Here we go. Sets him up, slams him down. We got ourselves a winner. Remington Steel progresses in this matchup, this tournament. He is in match 3, first round. James Coleman versus Ted Rockpage.
Here is your winner.
OTM, 3 consecutive. Three time consecutive streamer. That'll be fun to do. I'll have to make that a thing. Again, Remy Singer taking out Omer Hinkledimer, the tag team champ. 1 belt's enough, says Remy. The next one's mine. It's all random. I don't honestly know until it pops. I just have the whole tournament set for random as far as the match type. So most of the time, I don't even know until we're actually in the match. Like that tables match, I didn't know it was a tables match until they moved the camera far enough away for me to see a table. I don't always hear what the ring announcer Wayne Kerr says. Sometimes I don't listen to him. He don't listen to me neither. So let's get the entrance on. Kamron Sawyer, who had this is a TLC match on this one. This one's a TLC. We'll see what we get. We got a tables match to kick it off. See if I can keep track of these tonight, because I did notice in the women's championship, I had lost track of who fought who. Not so much who fought who, but there was so much action going on towards some of those matches that I couldn't remember if it had happened between person A and person B or person A and person C. You know, there was so much, such an amazing. They did really well with the ability to do this. So again, TLC table or TLC match. I'm assuming that we still have the same note that says congratulations. You move on to the next round. And Remy, 13 guys rolling in. You just missed, or maybe you caught the tail end of that last match. You just put yourself, Remington Steel, in the next round by putting Omer T. Hinkledimer, the tag team champion, through a table. First round matchup goes to Remy. Second round, will he face Kamron Sawyer, the Predator? Or will he face one half of everyone's favorite foes, the Luchadors, Pandinus? TLC match, Kamron Sawyer. It's a shame we don't get to see El Scorpio at ringside with him. That'd be great. Here the man come. Get your lucha on, kids. Get your lucha on.
From San Salvador, El Salvador, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Scorpion.
Pandinus El Scorpion. The Scorpion. I'm so used to having El Scorpio with him, I'm starting over my own words. Pandinus, tag team partner of El Scorpio, making his singles, I don't want to say singles debut for season 3. Yeah, buddy, here we go. Atomic drop by Kamron Sawyer. Scoops him up. Power bomb, man. That was This is a vicious power bomb, and Sawyer wasting no time. Outside the ring he goes. Tighten him up with the armbar outside. Rolling out, Kamron Sawyer finds an escape. A head scissor. Gets some, creates some distance, but closes that gap really quickly. Back up all done. We're right here in front of us, man. Come on, man. Don't mess up my shiny table. You already scratched it up last episode. Had to put the shit back together. Didn't even have time to repaint it. We got a ladder. Kamron Sawyer getting a little, feeling a little froggy here. Irish whip. Pandinus into the ropes and into a power slam. Both men back to their feet. It is really strange to see either Pandinus or El Scorpio out here in solo action. Body slam off the ropes. Running leg drop. Full power on that one. Ladder being put into play into the corner. Kamron Sawyer catching himself in the back of the head over that ladder. Come on, don't. Alright, yeah. Get a chair. Get away from my desk. Ladder is set. Steel chair goes flying. Pandinus turns up the heat. Quick strikes. Takes Kamron Sawyer to the mat. Is he going all the way to the top? Going for that briefcase. No go. No ladder. No briefcase. Kamron Sawyer brings his opponent down hard. He goes back for the ladder himself. Drop kick to the lower back. And so begins the back and forth. Kamron Sawyer so far coming out. Oh man, throwing his opponent just at the ladder. Not on the ladder, just throwing him at the ladder. Sit out power slam, and both men back up. Kamron Sawyer popping straight up. DDT on the ladder. And Pandinus eats a clothesline on. These guys are going to kill each other out here. Irish whip sends him in. The collision course. This time Pandinus into the ropes. Block. Pandinus with the upper hand, firing off quick strikes. Backbreaker STO. And now the steel chair. Pandinus. Harking back to the days of La Parka. The days of the chairman of WCW. And Kamron Sawyer had just about enough of those chair shots. Comes around, goes around. And that right hand just took his eyeballs around his head. Damn. Damn. Damn, that was vicious. Pandinus almost killed that man with that neck breaker. Kamron Sawyer might be he might be a little dazed at the moment. Running shoulder tackle, maybe not. Into the corner. That was a bit of a low blow. Almost caught him right there in the Pandinus. Pandinus throwing a little bit of hoopla around on this one. He's a little more, usually he's a little more serious while he's in the ring, at least opposed to his tag partner. Big boot, knocked that silliness right out his head. Impelled that man with that ladder. Did you see that? Face first into the ladder. Ladder first right into the face. Ducks under, spins him around. Scorpion sting. Head first on the bottom side of that table. Pandinus not liking the way the table or the ladder is set. I'm not sure if he corrected anything, but up he goes. Can he get that briefcase? Can he get it loose? Cameron Sawyer making his way up with him. Pandinus still trying. Look at this. Ooh. Cameron Sawyer. Cameron Sawyer. Cameron Sawyer snagging that victory with a well-placed right hand. He may have ruptured that man's spleen. He may have ruptured that man's spleen the way he's dropped. Cameron Sawyer is a mean mother. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. He just killed that man with Mr. One Punch. Moving right along. As we, yes, even the ringside announcers. Well, you see there on your right, towards the middle of the screen, we got our second round matchup started up there. Remington Steel Singer will take on Cameron Sawyer. Right now, we got James Coleman taking on newcomer, catching up with us at the very tail end of season 2. Ted Rockpage. And an Extreme Rules matchup. The winner of this match will either face Prestige or Shawn Sullivan in the second round. James Coleman, Ted Rockpage. I'm excited for this one. Both of these men, and we're going to say this is the debut for all these guys, for the majority of these guys. Here on 2K23. This is everybody's first look, for the most part, at their wrestler here on A.o.K.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring.
Yeah, that's the entrance I got, OTM. Yeah, there was no through the crowd for him either. So, cool. Unless that's not what you want. You know what I mean? Is that the one that you thought you sent me? I mean, I didn't change anything. Don't get me wrong. Nah, alright, yeah. I told you I was going to forget. For a hot second, I forgot. I got it. I got you. You want me to switch it over to the other one for you then? Will do. Will do. I will jot that down right now. Ted Rockpage making his entrance. Execute order 66. Even the little ones. Even the younglings. So what you think, Jonathan? What you think? Did we do good? Did I get a close simulation of what you had originally wanted, what you had originally put up in 22? Let me get this jotted down while I'm still thinking about it. It caught up between two things. You know how that goes. Alright, we're back in action here. OTM on it. I got you. I got you. Sweet home Alabama, I can play. Like I said, when the time comes around, you pick up 23 and you want to get your own version back in, you let me know. We will pull this one, bring yours in place. And what I've done in the past was like kind of repackaged anything that I built for somebody when they've replaced them with their own. Kind of repackaged them, and yet they're still kind of yours too. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of... That's alright. That's alright. So when the time comes, if and when you get it, feel free to drop us a wrestler. Till then, Ted Rockpage is yours to root for, man. That's your boy. And we're 100% behind you and Teddy Rockpage. Coleman, on the other hand, maybe not. That big clothesline. We're outside the ring. Extreme Rules matchup. For this first round, sit-out suplex by Coleman. Baseball bat in hand. Swing and a miss. Back and forth they go. These two seem to have studied each other in the short amount of time. The few matches that Ted Rockpage had with us. Coming into Season 3. Coleman seemed to have done some studying. Not to say that Rockpage, coming in at the end of Season 2, hadn't already studied Coleman. Look at this, rolls him up. And we get a 1 count, Joe Brony right on top of things. And look at this, Ted Rockpage rolls him right up himself. Back and forth we go. Shoulder tackle missing. Coleman right on top of it again. Knuckles to the forehead. Coleman to the outside. And Ted may have made the mistake of following Coleman out. To the gut, to the top of the coconut. Rockpage, heard him say it 100 times, he's not giving up. Fires off a couple of rights and lefts. Another sit-out suplex. Believe it or not, a pretty evenly matched opponents here. Baseball bat again by Coleman. Looking for the cover. Joe Brony. 1 count only. Rockpage gets the shoulder up. Coleman slowing the pace back down, but Rockpage fires back with a big rock of a hand. Sneaking one under. And a back suplex to settle him down. Belly to belly, and down he goes. We got a cover again, but only a 1 count. Sending in a table. This is getting interesting. Coleman, I'm not sure what he was going to do there, but Rockpage catches him. Drop toe hold right onto the bottom of the table. Rockpage with the cover. Coleman with only a 1 gets the shoulder up again. Rockpage with that bat, but no, Coleman again blocks it. Coleman lifting the table. Help me with this thing. Joe Brony says I can't help you. You got to do it yourself. Coleman setting his opponent on the ropes for Rockpage again. Back elbow, kick to the midsection. Fisherman suplex. Look at this. Coleman tried to roll out of the ring and Rockpage followed him right out. Met him outside. Working over the skull, trying to wear down Coleman. Get in front of us again. Back inside we go. Rockpage back to his feet. Catching Coleman, but again they fight. Again fighting back. Oh no, right on top of the table. Coleman package on the table. And a 2 count again. Coleman wondering what else he's got to hit this kid with. Irish whip into the corner. Big boot to the face. Good golly goddamn. And again, Coleman going straight for the cover. And again, Rockpage gets the shoulder up. No quitting this guy. Coleman with the baseball bat. Rockpage rolling out of the way, but still gets caught between the eyes. And again, Coleman goes for the cover. And again, the kick out. Coleman getting frustrated. And Rockpage, look at this, turns his back and lets the crowd know, I'm still good to go, baby. Boom. You guys ready to go to the gun show? Coleman says, yeah, we have to go upstairs for it. Grabbing a ladder, but Rockpage back suplex a second time. Catching Coleman off guard with it. Right hand, left hand, puts him down to the mat. And the baseball bat now in hand. And Rockpage giving it right back to Coleman. Again, damage retention is on. And Coleman with a Coleman cutter off of that springboard, out of that corner. And Rockpage kicking out. He caught him by surprise, but not wholly. Rockpage kicked to the midsection and a big right hand. Ted putting the boots down. Now the baseball bat again rolling out of the way. Coleman missing with that basement drop kick and catching another shot in the head. Clothesline. And Coleman coming in tough. Sets him up, gut wrench to the shoulder. Falling neck breaker. And Coleman going to the top rope. Full body splash. The extension on his body, every limb out full. And Rockpage back to his feet. It's time. We got a hook of the leg. Coleman looking at the lights, gets a 2 count. Rockpage again with the baseball bat in hand. Coleman catches him coming in. Another Coleman cutter on the ladder. That may have done it. That well-placed spot. And damn if he didn't. He may have knocked Rockpage clean the hell out. And I think we found we may have found a catalyst here tonight. Coleman advancing forward. You see the replay of that vicious Coleman cutter.
Here is your winner, the unpredictable James Coleman.
Catching Rockpage right across the bridge of the nose on that ladder. Coleman, very dangerous individual, somebody to watch out for in the second round. Who will his opponent be? Will it be Prestige? Or Shawn Sullivan? We're about to find out as we head to ringside and we get that entrances on. Extreme Rules matchup as well. Again, Shawn Sullivan, right? And still a work in progress, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, I think I got, as far as I know, I haven't messed with him as far as redoing anything, but I'm pretty happy with how Prestige, at least how he reacts to the way I play. You know what I mean? I hope the AI is good for it. Prestige making his way out.
First round match. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the king of old school.
And Prestige with his Season 3 shirt, A God Among Men. Yeah, I'm months into the creation of this jackass. I mean, like I said, I think I've quit messing with him before we started the season. But yeah, up until then, man, he was tweaked and tweaked and tweaked, and I'm probably still not happy with him in the long run. For the most part, I like the way he reacts to the controls, and it's a character I enjoy playing, to be honest with you. As much as I'm supposed to hate him, that's my baby. The man who thinks the universe was built around him. Prestige representing. His opponent, Shawn Sullivan, coming out here and
Representing the fabulous Freebirds from Charleston, South Carolina, weighing in at 219 pounds. Super smooth, Shawn.
Logan Hawk stepping in with the A.o.K chance. Shawn Sullivan, what's he got? Some singles gear on. That does not look like the same Super Smooth. I wonder if I have his shit set for random. Or maybe he's just got singles matchup gear. I don't know. Thank you, Sir Logan. No, I'm thinking what happened was, so when I was creating Sullivan, I ended up with that look at one point, and I was like, I'm going to keep that, but that's not for him. So I put it as a secondary attire so that I could come back to it later. And I must have hit random or something when I was setting the hootie clappers. You know what I'm saying? Thing-a-dings. So when I was setting the characters and their attires, I may have hit random with his. So yeah, that's actually, yes, that's his attire, but that's not meant for him. That's, I don't know who that's going to end up on, or that wrestler has not been created yet. But I'll be damned if that gear isn't. Prestige taking control of the first bit of the matchup here, going out under the ring, about to turn things up with a sledgehammer. Time to play the game. Prestige a little lippy with that sledgehammer. Real cocky while he's holding that. Going for the cover. 2 count only. 1 count only. An Irish whip sends him into the ropes. Deep 6 landing on that sledgehammer. And a rib breaker. Prestige back to the hammer. Going for the ankle. Looking like Dolores Claiborne. A right hand. Prestige connecting twice. 1 back for him. Staggers him back. Collar and elbow. Irish whip pulls him back in for a clothesline. Sledgehammer in hand, out we go to the outside, backbreaker. And Prestige walked right into that. X Factor on the outside, face first. Onto that matting. Repeat play, and this time Sullivan face first into the steps. Knee by Prestige. Extreme rules, anything goes, except the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. Falling headbutt by Sullivan. Another heavy shot. Sullivan trying to even the score here a little bit. Prestige sidestepping him. Missing with that drop kick. These two again. Out here at ringside on the concrete. No padding. Neck breaker dropping that man solid square on the back of his head. Prestige just taunting him. He can't win the match out here, man. Prestige leaving his opponent laying out in the ramp area. He putting the fountain. There's no ladder on the other side. Look at this, Prestige trying to set the ladder up. Sullivan having none of that bullshit. And the ladder disappeared. That was weird. That is real weird. Prestige into an armbar. Look at this. You can't. Look at this. Prestige wrapping this man up. Prestige, I'm going to fire you. Okay. Swear to Christ, I almost fired him. I almost fired him, OTM. I almost fired him. Belly to back suplex. Sullivan showing off those amateur skills. Tossing his opponent to ringside. This time Sullivan under the ring apron. And Prestige saving himself from the chair shot. Mr. Magic in the house. Helping his opponent back to his feet, sending him back inside. But Prestige again, back under the ring. This time for a table. This man's looking to injure somebody, man. But again, damage retention is on. So any damage that happens, ooh, damn, in the first round carries over to the second and third consecutive rounds. And we got to cover here. Prestige kicking out at 2. Helps his man up. Looking for space. I'm not sure what Sullivan had in mind. Machka kick. That may have done it. Look at this. Dirty pin. Hooking his legs on the ropes. Irish whip into the corner. Sends his man out. Springs him up. Look at this. Head scissor takedown. Almost hitting referee Taylor. And Sullivan going right at it. Off the ropes he goes again. Falling headbutt, nobody home. Drop kick, single leg by Prestige. Kick to the midsection. There it be. Prestidigitation face first to the bottom of that table. And Sullivan kicking out. Pissing Prestige directly off. Outside, what's he looking for? Anything. Anything. He don't even know what to do. Still chair in hand. Right in the top of the coconut. He did lose. He fell prey to a Coleman cutter on top of a ladder. Face first. Heading out, round 1, and Prestige just takes a baseball bat right between the eyes. I'm pretty sure he is busted wide open. Clothesline Prestige, a little upset about that baseball bat shot. Logan Hart with the A.o.K. chants in the chat. Chants in the chat. Prestige again with the ladder. What is this man doing tonight? Setting it up as a bridge. Sturdy? Good God, what has this man got in mind? A couple of knife edge chops. And his opponent with a Samoan drop. Sullivan back and forth in the ring, unsure of what to do with himself. Sends Prestige over and onto the ladder. Sullivan swinging a miss with that ladder. Prestige sliding under. Look at this drop. Phantom bump as he takes the leg out. Face first he goes. Ups he goes. Downs he goes. And that's what we like That's what we like to see, Jonathan. We ain't done yet. You ain't done yet. This is just a tournament for a title. That's all. This was just a tournament. We haven't hit the actual season. This is like preseason. This only counts because you didn't get the title, not because, you know what I mean? This is nothing. This is nothing. The thrill of the chase is where the fun comes in. And look at this, Prestige attacking his opponent here at ringside with that steel chair. Sullivan trying to protect himself from behind. Full Nelson suplex. And as I said, I don't think Prestige is here to win the match. I think he's here to just hurt somebody. Face first. And down he goes. I will say most of these tournaments, because we did them by weight class, which again, once we hit full universe mode, weight classes will be less of a deciding factor on who faces who, mind you. But look at this, Prestige putting his man on top of that ladder, going for the dive and misses, slamming face first into that ladder. Wowzers. He bounced off that thing. Stupid with 2 O's. Stupid. And Prestige just being mugged. Sullivan just taking all kinds of... Wow. What a kick to the face that was. What crowd. This crowd here at A.o.K Arena. Somebody's going to leave here hurt. Somebody's leaving here hurt as Prestige and Sullivan have traded back and forth with his baseball bat. Both men have been busted open. Look at Prestige has lost his ever-loving mind. Damn. Just stop it. Just stop it. Prestige reliving the Rock's the Rock Mankind era, but this time with a baseball bat. Sullivan coming back in with the baseball bat, but Prestige catches him with another prestidigitation. And dear God, stay down. And this match ends. Referee Taylor gets the 3 count for the 3 of us. There, Prestige bouncing off that table, trying to return the favor. Boot to the face. The prestidigitation, one more look at that. Again, just missing both the table and the baseball bat.
Here is your winner, the King of Old School.
Prestige makes his celebration here. We get ready to start our 2nd round matchup. Oh man. Yeah, I hadn't looked at that yet. I was still writing down Remy and Kamron. I was still writing Remy and Kamron. I was just about to notice that at OTM. That's gonna be 2nd round, as I said. 2nd round matchup. These guys have already been through 1 round. Each of these men have already fought 1 battle. Remy versus Kamron Sawyer. What are we getting? What are we getting? Remy, Kamron Sawyer, 1-on-1, last man standing. This does not look good, in all honesty. In all honesty, this does not look good for the winner of this match. You're about to go head-to-head with another person who has already been in 1 brutal match. And you're going to beat that man. And that man's going to beat on you until one of you can't stand up no more. And then whoever can still stand up is going to go on to fight somebody else. This does not look good for the winner of a last man standing match. But
The following contest.
I can honestly tell you, if anybody can do it, it's both of these men, Remington Steele and Kamron Sawyer.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Misfits from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 214 pounds, Steele.
Remington Steele Singer had a good run through season 2. Had a real good run going through season 2. Snagged up, I believe, both the Intercontinental and the World titles throughout his full run. And of course, season 1, he and his brother Hunter had come into A.o.K as a tag team. Right now, he's facing Kamron Sawyer, the Predator.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds.
Yeah, but I believe they did split after the second season started. I think they started, I think they may have even started the season as tag team champions. But yeah, they were a hot commodity there for a minute. And they're back together here in season 3. So the tag team division looking pretty good with both Remy and Hunter Singer back in the division. Kamron Sawyer ready to go, second round. Referee Joe Brony ringing the bell, and look at this, right out the... Hey man, there ain't no damage retention. There ain't no damage retention. You see that? You see that? You see that? You bastards. You dirty, dirty bastards. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens here. I don't know. Maybe their matches were quick. I mean, I do know they reset to a percentage, so I don't know. But I thought both of these guys were pretty well beat up earlier. We'll find out, because we both know Coleman and Prestige had some damage going in. Remy going straight to work on the leg, snapping that second leg. Now again, with everybody that's joined up, we're running a vote. The second half, we watching an Intercontinental tournament, or are we watching a Cruiserweight tournament? Current Intercontinental Champion, Vulgar the Clown. The men in that that tournament: Tank, Bobby Richards, Gabriel Lovecraft, El Scorpio, Bud Marvelous, Alex, Nick Blackwell, Cletus J. Hinkledimer. Intercontinental Champion Vulgar the Clown will defend at the end of that tournament. Or do we watch the Cruiserweight? Do we go through the Cruiserweight title? The Coyote Kid will defend against either Blaze, Connor Riley, Damian Bouchard, Chris Andrews, Pedro the Owl, LJ Long, Chris Chaos, or Hunter Singer. Again, your choices: second half tournament, Intercontinental title, Cruiserweight title. That was 3 for IC. This vote had ran earlier at the opening of the show. So I said I wanted to keep this vote running, keeping the tally here. That is 3 for the IC and 0 for the Cruiserweight. If it remains that way, we will be seeing the IC Championship set up at the halfway point. Remy putting Kamron down. We got our first count. Joe Brony. 4. I don't know if I've ever heard this man count to 10, especially not on a count out. And Remy high flying, nobody home as Kamron just ducked under and went under the apron. coming back out with absolutely nothing. Face first he goes, Remy. Trying to keep control of the matchup. Back inside. The referees count again. Remy to the top turnbuckle. Crashing down and just missing the target. Kamron takes the opportunity. Clothesline. Sets him up, ducks under. Look at this. Sets him up for a big backdrop. Kamron Sawyer trying to gain some momentum. Big spine buster. And Sawyer looking to take his opponent down for the 10 seconds that it's going to take to win this match. Psycho cutter. Sawyer helping his man back up. And a headlock DDT. That may have done it. Joe starts his count. What are we looking at? We got a referee's count to 6. Kamron talking smack. Remy getting up at the count of 9, but Kamron Sawyer right there. Sets him up for a powerbomb, but Remy battling back. Big right hands to the top of the head, but Kamron again taking back control. Backbreaker. And the referee starts his count again. Kamron continuously smack talking. Continuously smack talking his opponent here. The referees count to 6. Remy starting to stir here. Irish whip into the ropes. Power slam. And again, the count starts. Remy breaking free. Big scoop slam off the ropes. Running leg drop. Collar and elbow sends him against the ropes again. Over the top rope he goes. Kamron Sawyer on the outside following him up. Referee Joe Brony. Count interrupted as Remy helps Kamron Sawyer back up and rolls him back into the ring. What was the sense of tossing him out? Nobody home, swings and a miss, and a clothesline by Kamron Sawyer. Remy down on the mat. There we go. Sets him up. Remy from behind. Falling backstabber. And we got another count. Kamron back to his feet before the count of 10. Scoops up his opponent. Guillotine with the top rope. And we start a count. Is that enough to keep him down? Stopping the count at 4. And a big power bomb. Kamron Sawyer. Kamron Sawyer, that giant power bomb, and again, Remy back to his feet. Kamron Sawyer a little more vocal here in Season 3 than he was in Season 2. And Remy with the reversal sends his opponent crashing down with a backdrop. I will say these last man standing matches go on forever. The slightest bump and the referee starts his count. Ready, get over and start counting, ref. No reason for that. Catching him coming up with that cutter, or that that knife edge, and then the springboard clothesline. Again, Predator back to at least back to one knee, caught up. Remy takes him down again. Break his legs, he can't stand up, he can't get to the count of 10, right? Remy taking this time to himself here. Big jumping clothesline, taking the head off of Kamron. Springboard, another clothesline. Remy with a knee to the face. Last man standing, rules apply. Pretty self-explanatory. Beat your opponent till you're the last man standing. Sends him off the rope. Pounce. Not even going to let the referee do the count this time. Headlock DDT. And Sawyer trying to make sure that his man stays down. Just stay down. Hoof, 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 he says. Hoof, hoof, hoof. Kamron Sawyer getting this crowd wound up. Remy down for 7. We got a winner, Kamron Sawyer. Moving on to the finals.
Here is your winner, the Predator, Kamron Sawyer.
This man is going on to face the winner of the next match to be crowned the U.S. champion. Hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. James Coleman, Prestige, is about to go down in an Iron Man match. I kind of hope that the damage retention works, or that it was turned on and that it stayed on as we had originally worked it. but I kind of don't, because one of these two is going to go up against Kamron Sawyer really fucked up in an Iron Man match with damage retention on. I'm glad this is preseason and not the universe mode, because we would have a lot of wrestlers out on injuries going into this season. Like, if this was in universe mode, these matches where these guys are leaving here with little squares of heads and little squares of torsos, yeah, there's damages, there's injuries. Something to keep an eye on throughout universe as different stories unfold and different events take place. Second time tonight, second round matchup.
His opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the King of
Absolutely.
Old School.
She certainly did. She certainly did. That bitch was supposed to be dead 3 matches ago. Listen, I watched clips this afternoon trying to find something. Was looking for something else, but ended up remembering that I did want to kind of go back through that. But I caught clips of the Women's Championship tournament today. And yeah, there was quite a few times where Amaya should have tapped out. There was times where she should have tapped out. But there was also times that her opponent should have went for a cover and didn't. So I'm definitely not taking anything away from Amaya, but it was definitely a lot of times where it was like, first of all, Amaya, you shouldn't have even been in that final match. But holy damn, was that a hell of a show. Here we go, referee Taylor ringing the bell. Prestige getting first blow, but that doesn't matter. Last blow counts. This Iron Man matchup. I'm not going to say these two are friends, but I'm going to tell you these two have known each other for a lot of years. Boot to the face, eat defeat. Coleman in control of the early stages. Look at this, going quick for a submission. Looking to make Prestige tap early. Grabbing early advantage in the victories. Prestige with a right hand pulls himself away. Clothesline sends Coleman to the outside. Prestige right out behind him. Walks into a right hand. Exploder suplex out on the concrete. And Coleman now in control. Again, staying on top of Prestige and giving him no room to move, no room to breathe. Coleman with a double face scrape. Helps his opponent back up. Referees count to 4. Bridging suplex again. Coleman looking to do damage on the outside. Prestige returning the favor with a suplex of his own. Referee count to 8. Prestige into the post. Coleman back inside, taunting Prestige, begging him to get back in. Springboard. Whips him around with that sling blade, and Prestige catches him with a knee. Coleman rolls out of the ring, looking to recompose himself. Prestige running his mouth, showboating, leads to it. Collar and elbow, kick to the gut. Prestige one more time. Into a falling neck breaker. Coleman back to his feet. Kick to the midsection by Coleman. Irish whip sends his opponent into the turnbuckle. Referee Taylor almost getting taken out there by Coleman. Running drop kick. She better stay out of the way. That's twice. That's twice. Here we go. We got a hand on the rope. Kicked him in the episiotomy. I mean, wait. Coleman with a handful of elbow drops. Right hand turns his opponent around. German suplex, goes for the bridge, looking for the first cover. Only a 2 count. Prestige takes a shot right between the eyes, right in the widow's peak. Coleman for the stomp. Prestige rolling out of the way. Arm drag into an arm bar, drops the leg again. These two nose to nose every step of the way here. Gut buster. And Prestige with a series of kicks to the midsection. Sets him up, sits him out into an armbar. Looking for a submission of his own. Prestige working the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the forearm. Neither of these men having a pin or submission advantage as of yet in this Iron Man matchup. Back to his feet, Coleman cutter. Center of the ring. We got a cover. And Prestige kicking out at 2. Prestige trying to roll out of the ring. Trying to get some distance here. Coleman in the ring throwing a hissy fit. Diving out, sidestep. Coleman just scorpioned right on that concrete. 2 O's as Prestige takes back control of the matchup on that misstep. Irish whip sends him into the corner. Prestige sets him up. Shot to the scar. Sets him over. What's Prestige got in mind here? Falling avalanche powerbomb, and that may get a first fall. 5 minutes has elapsed in this matchup. 15-minute time limit on this Iron Man matchup. Neither man with a victory so far. Prestige again. Quick cover, gets a 1 count. Coleman shoving Prestige away, catching him back up, sets him up. Big elbow to the back of the head. Rolling elbow and now working the knees. Go for the hip, it's tender. Coleman again with an elbow drop. Knee to the face. And Prestige in trouble. Coleman, damn, eats an enziguri. Prestige suckered us all into that one. Puts him up, suplex. Basic move, but devastatingly delivered. Elbow drop from the top, shades of the Macho Man from James Coleman. Irish whip sends his opponent back into the ring, into the corner. Coleman into the other corner, coming in tight with a boot to the face and a cover. Coleman looking to pick up the first pinfall. He gets it. 1 up on Coleman. Coleman sets him up. Coleman package and another cover, looking to make a 2-point vantage. Coleman with the 2-point vantage. Prestige pushing off. Looked like Coleman was going for a Coleman cutter. And Prestige blocked it. A single leg drop kick and goes for the pin. Again, sets him up. Neck breaker. I said earlier, Prestige and Coleman known each other for years. Clothesline. A back elbow. And a sling blade. Prestige. On fire here. Look at this. Kick to the midsection. Hooks the arms. Double rotation. Prestidigitation. And a cover. Will it keep him down? Will it get him a one? Still a 2-point advantage. 2-point advantage for Coleman. Prestige sends his opponent into the turnbuckle. Reversal by Coleman. We've seen it before. Misdirection. You guys will never learn. You guys will never learn. Leg sweep. Coleman trying to get back to that one step ahead. He's got the 2-point lead. Prestige with a sling blade again. Knee to the face. Coleman falling in a heap, moving to the outside, but Prestige. Look at this, both men running towards each other. Drop kick. Prestige having something to say to the crowd. Coleman from behind. Bodo. Prestige letting him get caught up with the crowd at ringside. Sit out suplex. The referee has started her count. Eat the feet again. From behind, Coleman one more time. Look at this, Prestige blocking it with a couple of right elbows, but again, Coleman back on top. Suplex again, referees count to 8. And these two men couldn't see a double count out. Back in we go. Coleman looking for an elbow. Prestige rolls out of the way. Missing with a clothesline. Prestige caught up here and another neck breaker. And Coleman looking to make it 3. Coleman with the 3-point advantage. And Prestige again could be setting it up. Prestidigitation, the third of the night for him. No pinfall yet. Prestige still at a 2-point loss. We have 10 minutes have passed. We are under the 5-minute mark. A super kick. And Prestige climbing to the top rope. That's a long way out, bro. Elbow drop of his own. Hooks the far leg. Here we go. We got a 1-point advantage. Prestige firing on all cylinders. Thank you, OTM. Thank you, OTM. We got another cover. Prestige looking to tie this up. We are even keel again. And Prestige going for a Matilda's kiss. Caught up by Coleman. We are even keel. Both of these men at .3s. And a Coleman package. Coleman looking to take the advantage back. 4-3. Less than 5 minutes remain. Coleman cut her from a distance. He came out of, I don't want to say out of nowhere, but he came from over the horizon with that one. 2-point advantage back to Coleman. 5-3, the U.S. title. The winner of this match will move on to the finals to face Kamron Sawyer for the United States title. We got to cover. Prestige down by a point. Looking for his spot. Half Nelson DDT. There's something to say about it afterwards, because of course he fucking does. Coleman caught up here. It's Prestige rib breaker. Prestige down by 1 point. 5-4. It's 15-minute time limit. It's closing in at almost 2.5 minutes. And this man wants to chat to the crowd. Coleman with the 1-point lead. We got to cover. Prestige looking to tie it up again. Coleman not having it. Prestige with the match advantage at the moment, but Coleman with the victory advantage at the moment. As we come up on the 2-minute warning mark here. Prestige stays on the assault. I spoke too soon. Somebody in the audience said something to him. 2-minute warning has elapsed. Irish whip sends his opponent into the corner, steps out of the way. Coleman with a right hand and a big clothesline to follow it up. One more. Swing and a miss. Dropping drop kick, falling drop kick. And Coleman, with the 1-point advantage, has taken back control of the matchup. Coleman package. 2-point lead could be in sight. 6-4 with just under a minute and a half left. Coleman cutter. 7-4, could it be? A 3-point advantage for the U.S. title. And Prestige falling out with that slamming clothesline. Less than a minute remains. I don't know if Prestige can get that kind of comeback. Oh, we got a Matilda's kiss. Setting him up, and Coleman has none of it. Prestige was heading in. All Coleman has to do is hold on. They're down to less than half a minute left in this tournament, and Coleman just circling around Prestige, wasting time. Good move. Taking a knee is the best way to say it. Coleman with a blockbuster from the top rope, just solidifying that 3-point advantage as we come down to the last 10 seconds of this matchup. And Coleman caught up again. Prestige able to at least get back to his feet before the bell rings. But this matchup goes to James Coleman. And he will face Kamron Sawyer for the United States title. Take a look at some of that replay here. Here we see a near pinfall.
Here is your winner.
Just not enough.
Unpredictable James Coleman.
James Coleman moving off to the finals. We've got a 3-0 vote going into the second half here for the IC tournament to come up next. Kamron Sawyer, James Coleman. Gold Rush for the A.o.K United States Championship. It's not going to tell us what kind of matchup it is. You did say it was going to be a hell of a matchup. $11 pinfalls in 15 minutes between those two men. Coleman stepping away with the 3-point advantage, 7-4. To now go face to face with the Predator Kamron Sawyer. The winner of this matchup will be crowned the first ever United States A.o.K champion. A.o.K United States champion, I guess is a better way to say it. Coming out. Sawyer coming out first.
The following contest is the final in the championship tournament and is for the United States Championship. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Predator, Kamron Sawyer.
Kamron Sawyer ready to go. Looking to start season 3 wearing gold.
And his opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 200.
Coleman making his entrance.
The unpredictable.
I don't know why he just didn't stay in the ring.
Coleman.
You know what I mean? Why don't you just stay in the ring? It's a tournament. You were going to wrestle next anyway. Go back, get a drink of water. Suck on some oxygen. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. We get our boys lined up in the back. It looks like we're going to be looking at... Yes, I do. I most certainly do. I prefer to see the damage retention on. I'm wondering if it just didn't stay, or if I missed it when I was setting this up. Because I actually set this up like days ago. Title on the line, James Coleman, Kamron Sawyer. Lining them up. Coleman, handful of fro. Puts his band on the rope. Back elbow, right hand. Kamron Sawyer looking to fight back. Inverted atomic drop. Coleman catches that one coming in. Again, sets his boys on the rope. Coleman with a slingshot under the bottom rope. Again, Coleman in control of the matchup. Sawyer down. Winner of this matchup gets crowned U.S. champion. The title's on the line here on this one. Everything else was to get to this moment. These men have been through tables, ladders, and chairs matches, last man standing matches, extreme rules matches, Iron Man matches. Off the ropes. Drop. Is this a one-on-one match? I didn't hear anything special. And I don't see anything special around ringside. Kamron Sawyer looking to impress the crowd, but gets reversed into a DDT. Coleman with a running neck breaker. Looking for the crossface. Kamron right by the ropes, but unable to reach. You see Coleman yanking back, keeping the arm from reaching out. Back to the center of the ring, Kamron with a knee to the midsection. Sends him over the top rope. Sawyer with a guillotine snags him down over that top rope from the outside. And out we go. Referee, last man standing, falls count anywhere. Must be falls count anywhere. The referee, Jenna, outside the ring with us. Coleman, I'm not sure what he's doing here. I don't believe it's a last man standing match. Is it? She ain't counting. Right to the top of the head. Coleman in control again. Kamron sidesteps it, blocks, but again back and forth. Reversal to reversal. Coleman up against the barricade. Kamron looking for his moment. Head first goes Coleman. A second time, this time introduced to the top of the barricade. Is it a last man standing match? Oh, good God. The ref starts her count. She's at 5. Coleman out cold here. Starting to stir finally. Cameron Sawyer out to meet his opponent. Locking up at ringside. Back in the ring we go. Coleman snags him up. Coleman package. Referee Janet, nope. Block. Interrupted. Coleman interrupting the count. Puts his opponent on his shoulders. And look at this. Power bomb to the outside. And then follows him out anyway. Why don't you let her do the count? Let her count. Coleman again. Again going for the crossface. Cameron Sawyer holding on. No tapping, but the damage he's doing. Look at this. Reverses, rolls out of it at the very least. And a big clothesline. Taking Coleman to the mat. Back inside we go. And Cameron Sawyer looking under the ring. Referee starts her count on Coleman. Sawyer coming out with nothing here. Sawyer right on top of it again. Snap suplex. The referee starts the count. Sawyer interrupting the count to continue the punishment. Headlock DDT. Coleman down on the mat. Referee starts your count on a slow one. The referees count to 7. Coleman still down on the mat here. Sawyer looking on, moving in on as soon as Coleman started to move. Sawyer moved in. One shot puts Coleman back down. Count to 4. Coleman rolls out of the ring. This time he's under the apron. Comes out with nothing as Kamron stops him. Neither man with a clear advantage here. Coleman's time to gloat a little bit. To the count of 8, Sawyer in trouble by the looks of it. Coleman picking up the victory, but I think unless Cameron Sawyer just collapsed from a heart attack in that ring, that was pretty anticlimactic.
United States Champion, the unpredictable James Coleman.
The belt's his. You see the U.S. Championship. James Coleman walking in to season 3 with gold around the waist. But I am pretty sure he can expect Kamron to be knocking on his door once this all gets kicked over and we start the fun times. But that is the end of the U.S. Championship title tournament. And your winner, current, inaugural, first time ever in the game, A.o.K. United States Champion, James Coleman. Let's bounce in. Let's take a look at how that all went down before we set it up. Ted Rockpage by pinfall. Prestige semifinals Iron Man match pinfall. Kamron Sawyer knockout to be crowned the A.o.K United States champion. Boom, let's get it set. 0 votes. 0 votes for the Cruiserweight Championship. We're going for the IC, the A.o.K Intercontinental Championship. Not in that arena. Trash place. Let's go to this trash place instead. The U.S. A.o.K Championship. Nice play, baby. Nice play. Let's head in. We have it all set up here. You guys, stick with me while we get this loaded. See it get loaded up here. Tank kicking things off. Facing off against Freebird Bobby Richards. Newcomer, first look at this guy. Gabriel Lovecraft. Taking on everybody's beloved Riri, Scorpio. The Marvelous One, the current world champ, looking to snag up a second belt going in to season 3. He will face off against another newcomer, Alex. Final matchup from the first round, Nick Blackwell taking on tag team champion Cletus Hinkledimer. Before we go any further, hold on, time out. We got to go back through this. Before I do anything else, I got to back out and start over. Damage retention was not claimed. We got to back out and rebuild. Where did we miss that at? Where did we miss that at? Tournament. Where's it at, damn it? There it is. No, damage return. There we go. There we go. Now we're well on our way, kids. We just got to reset all the wrestlers again. No big deal. One more time, baby. One more time. Let's go to the top. Tank, where you at? Missed you. There you are. Tank. Tank. It's going to be marvelous. Bobby Richards in Tank. Gabriel Lovecraft, where'd he go? And Scorpio. Marvelous One, Bud Marvelous. World champ. Taking on Alex. I don't know a thing about him. His name is Alex. Nick Blackwell. Where is Nick Blackwell? In alphabetical order. There he is. Nick Blackwell taking on, as I said earlier, one half of the tag team champions, Cletus Hinkledimer. Now we are set to go. We're going to finalize this. And for a hot minute, I'm going to step away because I didn't do any kind of intermission. I need a refill. You guys enjoy the matchup. Take a look at all that. See how it's going. Make sure everybody's cool. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Let's just do this. Let's go right to it. Let's just go right to it. First look at Tank and Bobby Richards for Season 3 in a submission holds match. Only way to win, make your opponent tap the hell out. Introducing Tank.
Is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 245 pounds, Tank.
Hunter making his way in just in time for the second half, my brother. We are kicking off the A.o.K. Intercontinental Championship tournament. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Ken, no, actually, he's based off of Ivan Putski. Ivan Putski. Took him way back. Bobby Richards.
Representing the fabulous Freebirds from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 228 pounds, babyface Bobby Richards.
Making his return to A.o.K. Because what's A.o.K. without Bobby Richards? Probably a lot better off. So Sunday night, kids, we will have our final tournament. We will kick things off with the cruiserweights. And we will end the evening with Bud Marvelous defending the World Heavyweight Championship against either Ken Bouchard or Adam Boone, Zach the Ripper or Josh Blackwell, Logan Hawk or Angus Gordon, perhaps Headhunter or Trevor the Lawman. But right now, Bobby Richards is looking across the ring at 5'5", 245 pounds. A whole lot of energy that didn't go nowhere. Tank back to his feet. Stumble to start it off. Bad way to start Season 3, WrestleMania 3. Not yet. Tank not moving in after that. And Bobby Richards taking full advantage. Able to squeeze out. Gets the shoulders out. Gets an elbow under that gut. Crucifix. Tank on the go. Look at this power. Military press. At least it wasn't far down to go. Again, one more time up overhead. Reversed by Bobby Richards. Again, looking for that crossbody, but Richards just stepping back out of the way. Into the ropes. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combo, and Bobby Richards. Look at this Tank kipping up and getting kicked back down. Trying to get fresh with Bobby Richards. Say what you want about his looks and demeanor, but Bobby Richards, good golly, just died. No selling the shit out of that, didn't he? That made him mad. Bobby Richards hit that mat and bounced right back to his feet. And Tank in trouble after that 747 suplex. Tank launched across the ringside area to slam into the steps. Bobby Richards on fire. First round match, Intercontinental Championship. The winner of the tournament. Not much of a prize, except you win the tournament, you win a chance to fight the Intercontinental Champion for the title. unlike the vacated titles or brand new titles, there are some of them around here that have champions connected to them. And Amaya, the first to face a defending champion, walks away as our undisputed women's champion. The Hinkledimers, the A.o.K. World Tag Team Champions. And as you just saw, James Coleman, our U.S. United States champion. Bobby Richards in control of this matchup. As both combatants end up outside for separate reasons. Tank using that leg power. And look at this, up high again, doing reps. Tank sends his opponent back inside. They've not really given up much offense, but the moves he's landing definitely causing issues for Bobby Richards. Hip drop. Left hand, and wow. Bobby Richards with that left hand from way out in left field. That one. Dropping Tank straight to the mat twice. Back up again. Look at this. Rolling Thunder STO. And Tank again back to his feet. Richards with the upper hand again. What's he got in mind here? Hooks his man over the rope. Catching him on the back of the head, catching almost like a guillotine. Richards back inside, Tank on the mat. Richards decides to go to the top rope, babyface, looking to fly, and no place to land. Tank coming in to take advantage. And full advantage he does. Soccer kick to the ribs. Again, firing off straight power shots. What you got in mind here? big uppercut. Thor, what's he call it? The hammer punch. Looking for the bow and arrow. Look at this, riding him out. Bobby Richards may have to tap. Bobby Richards holding on, Tank trying to pull the arms off of this man. Richards able to break free, but again, Tank being the one slow to get up. Baby face buster. And that may do it. Now look at this. Bobby Richards going for the bow and arrow, looking to make Tank tap. That was hard to say. Tank tap. Tank tap. Tank tap. Anyway. Oh, and I haven't mentioned, man, if you guys didn't notice, right below you go to the main screen here, Twitch, or my Twitch channel here. There's merchandise down there, guys. We got merch available. Get yourself an A.o.K. Championship t-shirt, A.o.K. Championship Wrestling sweatshirt. It starts your day off right. Nice hot cup of Joe and your brand new A.o.K. Championship Wrestling coffee mug. Bobby Richards making Tank tap out. Here with this, I believe it's nothing more than a rear naked choke. But Tank unable to take it.
Here is your winner.
Bobby Richards moves on. Submission match only. I guess that was it. And Bobby Richards moving on to second round action. He will go into the second round facing off against one of the next two combatants. Brand newcomer, Gabriel Lovecraft. Or will it be his opponent, Scorpio? Let's head to ringside. Whoops, hold on a minute. That was my fuck up. There we go. Heading in. God damn it. Last man standing. Last man standing. Can't stand the last man standing match. Ban them from the season as well. You guys have been quiet over here tonight. First look at this man. ZA with the chance in the chat. A.o.K. chance in the chat.
Contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from the edge of reality, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Nightmare.
Damn it.
Gabriel.
Did anybody catch what type of match it was? Last man standing, right? Can we not do these? Well, I guess I can't do anything about them in here. Jump. This guy looks like an art project from the 90s. Looks like looks like a senior class picture from the 90s. Stylized 90s pick.
And his opponent, representing the Luchador from
Scorpio.
Mexico, weighing in at 225 pounds, Scorpion.
With the pina colada Pepe. Pina colada? Pinata. It's a pinata full of pina coladas, is what I'm trying to say. Pinata full of pina coladas, Pepe. Why he bounces it around like that? He likes to keep them shaking, not stirred. Get your lucha on with one half of the Lucha Dorks. Scorpio versus Gabriel Lovecraft. Let's get this on. We got titles to defend. We got champions to crown. Here we go. Center of the ring. Lovecraft handspring into a head scissors helicopter. See a little bit of luchador work here tonight. Off the ropes. Scorpio over the top. Lovecraft bringing him back in. Nope, letting him to the outside. Stunner right around the group. To the outside we go. Last man standing. I don't know how tough El Scorpio is. I don't know if El Scorpio has ever competed in such a physically demanding match. He's been in some tough ones though. I would tell you that, but I don't know if he's ever been in a match where the only way to go is to not get up. Back inside the ring we go. Joe Brony right on top of things. Instead of being under everything. And not around it for the most part. Right hand by Lovecraft. DDT. El Scorpio. Trying to get back to his feet, but again cut short by Lovecraft in that right hand. Another right hand. And again, El Scorpio now firing off. Lovecraft looking to take it back. Drop kicks. Both men going for the springboard. Now Scorpio coming out on top. Hurricane Rana inverted DDT. And we got our first full count going. Now Scorpio back before the count of 6. Back into the ring, but walks into a flurry of blows here. Get to the midsection. Pulls it off, the Hurricane Rana. Like how Scorpio slowed him down a bit. Lovecraft sets him up. El Scorpio catches him with a couple of right hands. Keeps himself from taking the big fall. Reverses it, DDT. Wheelbarrow DDT. And now Scorpio off the ropes, cross body. Moving back in. Again, Lovecraft this time, upside down one more time. Taking out Scorpio for the spin. Staggers him with that right arm. Backfire. Reversal sends him into the turnbuckle. El Scorpio could be setting him up. Could it be uno, dos, one more? Let's all go together. Tres moonsaulting. Scorpio in control and letting the referee start his count. Looking to take it home with this one. Move on to second round action to face off against Bobby Richards. Lovecraft back to his feet in full effect. Hip toss sends El Scorpio down to the mat. Look at this. Spins him around, drops him. A super cutter, I think. I think it's in a super cutter. The referee up to 4. Gabriel trying to get the crowd behind him, but they're not really responding. About half. El Scorpio back to his feet at 9 with a big clothesline. Springboard drop kick. Sets him up. And El Scorpio with a power bomb of his own. And Joe starts the count. 2, 3, 4. For the count of 5, Lovecraft back up. Taken back down with a right forearm. El Scorpio with a kick to the jaw. As soon as Lovecraft moved, he just shot him right in the jaw with that. Again, Lovecraft up before the count of 5, but again, right into the clutches of El Scorpio. El Scorpio with that overhand wrist lock. Not enough. Modified wrist lock. Not enough to hold Gabriel down. Gabriel interrupting the referee's count. Add a drop kick into the injuries. Standing Spanish fly. But again, not allowing the referee to start the count. Out of the corner, and El Scorpio catches him. Boot to the midsection, stomping the gut. El Scorpio sets it up. Scorpion Sting. And looking for the 10 count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Referee count to 8 that time. Gabriel not getting up as quick as he was earlier, by any means. Quick enough to put El Scorpio back to the mat. Drop kick puts him down again. Gabriel again looking to catch his breath and let the referee start his count. Again, the interruption, kick to the back. El Scorpio looking for a safe space to be here. Rolls out of the ring. Upside down he goes. Twirly bird, curly bird. El Scorpio, again, in a bit of trouble here. Back into the ring. Spoke too soon. Sends his opponent off the ropes. Collision. Missing with the Hurricane Rana, and Lovecraft quick to recover. And that last kick put El Scorpio down quick. But Lovecraft again right on top of him, not letting the referee count. Pulls him in for the code breaker, and that may be it. If Lovecraft allows him to count.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Joe Brony, well past the halfway point. El Scorpio fights back from one knee. Irish whip. A whole lot of whirly bird DDT. And in for another count.
2, 3, 4.
Again, going for that wrist lock. I'm not sure if a wrist lock will keep a man down for the count of 10. But you never know.
4.
El Scorpio trying for a drop toe hold, and Gabriel caught onto it. Reversed it, put El Scorpio back to the mat again. Lovecraft begging him to get back up. And El Scorpio trying to oblige. And again, back into that wrist lock. But again, to no avail as Gabriel finds the same route out. Bud Marvelous. Sub and tumble. Look at you. Look at you, 5 months. My little baby all grown up. 5 months old. Bud Marvelous in the house with us. Second half of the show, Bud Marvelous. Second matchup, round 1 for the Intercontinental Championship. Just in time, Bud Marvelous faces brand newcomer Alex in first round matchup. Bud Marvelous looking to be a 2-time title holder. 2 of the biggest titles in the men's division. Bud's looking to go into season 3 wearing both of them. El Scorpio with the head scissor. Staying on top, not letting the referee start that count. He may let him do it after this though. Scorpion Sting, start your count, Joe Brony. Bud will defend his World Heavyweight Championship at the end of the World tournament, the World Title Tournament. Everybody was placed into singles tournaments throughout. I think the only person that didn't was poor Vulgar because of the system I was using and him being at the end of the alphabet. He's the only one that didn't end up in a second tournament, but he is defending the Intercontinental Champion at the end of this tournament. So everybody's in there somewhere throughout all of these. And a referee up to 7. Lovecraft again back to his knees before the count of 9. Kick to the midsection. Boot to the back. Drop kick, and Lovecraft on fire again. Hits him with a clothesline, another running clothesline. Catches the foot, single leg sweep. Don't stop there, kid. Keep going. Was that enough? A series of clotheslines. Could be the downfall of El Scorpio. Back to his feet anyway. No quitting the weirdo. Drop kick may have just knocked him out though. We've seen it do. We've seen less happen. Poor Kamron Sawyer falling victim to James Coleman's vicious push back into the ring. Couldn't recover from it. Couldn't recover from the velocity at which James Coleman threw him into the ring. Paramedics are saying internal injuries from the gravity forces, from the speed at which he traveled when James Coleman rolled him back into the ring. El Scorpio down on the mat again. Makes his way back up and again eats a right hand. Referee Joe Brony wasting no time. El Scorpio breaking the count. Reverses it. I don't know. Nobody, what are you talking about? He hasn't wrestled yet. I don't know if they like him yet or not. He hasn't been out yet. Bud is still carrying the heavyweight championship from season 2, meaning he would defend it at the end of the tournament without having to be involved in that tournament, other than to defend his title. So we haven't seen Bud Marvelous in 2K23 as of yet. I don't believe. Was he in another tournament already? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm more confused than you are, I said. No, he has a match. Bud Marvelous is in a match next. But he hasn't been in a match yet. Bobby Richards was in a match. No, A.o.K. Not just O.O.K. That's not right. That don't even sound right when you say it. O.O.K. There's A.o.K. Lovecraft to Gabriel sending El Scorpio to the outside. And again, referee starting his count. Referee's starting to piss me off. I hate these goddamn matches. Nah, he is in the next match. He will face against newcomer, high flyer, masked man named Alex. No idea where this man came from. He was just under the A.o.K. hashtag. No idea. I don't recognize the creator's name. There's no other wrestler under that creator's name. We got a kendo stick involved. Will it come into play as El Scorpio takes it away for, knocks it out of the hand of Lovecraft. Into the corner, slammed hard, kick to the ribs. And El Scorpio firing off here. And again, damage retention is on for second round. Top rope, El Scorpio with the flying scorpion. I'm not sure what that was. I mean, I'm guessing that if a scorpion can fly, that's how they would probably get around. Ah! I mean, I guess the only way to do it is throw them. But is it enough to keep Lovecraft down for the count of 10? El Scorpio is hoping for it, getting the crowd behind him. Springboards, cross body. And Joe again starts the count. El Scorpio trying to keep the crowd engaged throughout these long-ass 10 counts. Kendo stick in hand, blocked by Lovecraft. El Scorpio is too firing out. He's too locking up and reversing or breaking free just to lock up again. But one more time for the Tres Moonsaultes. Springboard all the way over. And El Scorpio allowing Joe Brody to start the count. Again, keeping the crowd entertained. El Scorpio. Gabriel Lovecraft, referee count to 8. And El Scorpio setting off into second round versus Bobby Richards. Take a look at some of the replays here. This second matchup of the first round. The celebrations there as we head into our third matchup. Bud Marvelous and newcomer Alex. Let's see what kind of matchup they end up in. Tables match. These can always go either way. Heading to ringside. Yeah, we did the trying to get these want to get these titles put up. Get these titles gotten around on look at this fool coming out with his belt on backwards. What is he doing? There you go.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring.
The Marvelous One.
Weighing in at 237 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Buddy Marvelous.
You heard the man, our heavyweight champion. he would defend that title Sunday night in our main event. I don't think we're watching the same show, bud. I'm not sure we're watching the same show there, buddy.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 227 pounds, the phenomenal one, Alexander K.
Setting it up. This is our first look at this guy. We'll see how he matches up going one-on-one against the world champion. Bud Marvelous reminding him you're in the ring with the best. Bud Marvelous starting out tough with a suplex and a high-flying knee. Staying right on top of him, the champ. Putting on a clinic here at the moment. As I said, tables match can go either way at any point. It doesn't take much to be in the wrong spot at the wrong time and find yourself going through a table. Marvelous. Handful of mask to launch his opponent that time. Alex with a fireman's carry takeover. Now the crowd starting to come to life here a little bit. I think it's the half mullet that does it. It's Irish whip into the ropes. Alex tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Marvelous back to his feet with a kip up. Walks right into, look at all this, right into a tilt-a-whirl armbar. Marvelous rolling out to escape. Closing up the series. Kick up from Alex. Springboard by Marvelous. Nice series here between these two. And as I said, a lot of these matchups have been really evenly matched due to the fact that they were all set by weight class. And even those that some of the tournaments have crossovers from one weight class to another. Like I believe the super heavyweights, the majority are super heavyweights, but we have a few heavyweights to finish it out. Or perhaps that was the heavyweight finished it all out, and this one, yeah, Tank is actually a heavyweight, but the rest are light heavyweights throughout here. Look at this, Hurricane Rana from the top turnbuckle to the outside, and Alex has the Marvelous one in his clutches. Bud with the reversal, inverted DDT. Yeah, that's with a lot of the gimmick matches. Face first, right into the bottom of that table. Right into those metal legs. Bud wasting all that time picking the table up. Now has to scramble back for positioning. Turns his back, was looking for a springboard. Reversal again. Up under the shoulders, Marvelous. No, again, Alex over the back. Sling blade into a drop kick. And the champ has to get back to his feet, has no idea what just happened to him. Onto the shoulders, and again, Alex breaking free. Back and forth we go again. Marvelous getting frustrated. Lines him up, has something in mind, but look at this, all the way around into a stunner. Finishing it off with a stunner. And launches his opponent. Do what you want, but put him through a table. And Alex, table in hand. Marvelous rolling out of the way so he can't use it as a weapon. But showboating leads to ass whoopings. And one is coming your way, Bud Marvelous. Alex sets that table up, all fours. Bud with a kick to the midsection sends his opponent into the table. Could it be? Marvelous with a marvelous bottom. I don't know what you call it. Is it a marvelous bottom? And Bud Marvelous, the world champion, steps into round 2. Didn't even break a sweat. Look at this. Didn't even break a sweat. The champ making it look easy. The Bud Bomb. The Bud Light. Wait, what? That's not funny. Moving on. Final matchup in the first round. 2 tag team specialists going at it singles. That's right, Nick Blackwell from the Wrecking Crew. Bud, if you agree to that, I would agree to that. We may never see that again. That was probably just a... that probably wasn't a finishing move. It was probably just a table move. Ladder match. Nick Blackwell and Cletus J. Hinkledimer in a ladder match. This is what happens when the road crew comes through and tries to buy up your family property. This is what we're about to see. Bud's an L man. Setting it up. The Wrecking Crew.
Championship first round match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Crew from Arlington, Virginia, weighing in at 275 pounds, Nick Buzzsaw Blackwell.
The Buzzsaw Blackwell. Ladder match again inside the briefcase. Just a handwritten note in Sharpie that says congratulations. Move on to the next round.
And his opponent from New York,
Cletus Hinkledimer from New York. You're drinking.
One half of the World Tag Team Champions, Curtis J.
Yeah. The legendary CWS after parties. One half of the World Tag Team Champions, Cletus J. Hinkledimer. Also looking to add a second title to his Season 2 beginnings. Get ready to start things off. Here we go. Here we go. And Cletus This takes a whole bowl from Nick Blackwell. I'm gonna get these two confused all night. Outside we go. Blackwell under the ring. Got himself a chair. Cletus tried to get the ladder, but all he got, it was all over him. Sets him up, suplex. Right on top of the chair. As Nick climbs back in, Cletus sends the ladder in ahead of him. And Nick goes outside looking for the other ladder. Cletus, second too late as Nick climbed back into the ring. Ladder to the face. Boots to the face. Takes him for the ride. Alabama slam. These two men faced off in the finals of the tag team tournament. Where the Blackwells took the loss to the Hinkledimer's. Nick trying to stop Cletus from unbuckling that belt, so to speak. Face first, off that ladder, back and forth they go. Again, face first into the ladder. Again, back and forth, back and forth. Down again. Cletus getting the advantage, shoving Nick Blackwell from the top of the ladder. And so begins the attempt at releasing the briefcase as Nick makes his climb back up. And the battle for dominance begins again. Look at this, Nick Blackwell looking for a choke slam by the looks of it. But a right hand was all that was needed. Blackwell going again for the briefcase. Stewart keeping at least close to the briefcase this time. And again, the back and forth begins. Teetering on top of that ladder, both men at any point could fall collapsed here. Nick Blackwell, don't do it. Suplex from the top. Down he goes. Nick landing just as hard as Cletus. And Cletus may be dead. Nick making the climb. Reaching for the briefcase again. Cletus back to his feet. Just takes the ladder out. Powerbomb just missing that ladder. Kick to the midsection. Cletus with a hammerlock DDT. Country boy from Stillwater. Has a big advantage at the moment as he starts to climb. Nick Blackwell at least on his feet, but on shaky legs. As Cletus releases the briefcase and moves on to face Bud Marvelous in the semifinals. We see that giant suplex. And that hammerlock DDT was all that was really needed. allowing Cletus J. Hinkledimer to make that break.
Here is your winner, Cletus J.
As he goes one step closer to being a two-time champion leading into Season 3. Back to second round action. Bobby Richards against El Scorpio. Let's do this. Tables, ladders, and chairs match. And at the end of it all, well, tag team, like I said, they faced off, they met in the finals of the tag team tournament where the Hinkledimers came out on top. And then again here, those two met up again here tonight.
Is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making his way to the ring, representing
Nick Blackwell's brother Josh will be in the world title matchups. Whereas Cletus' brother Omer fell victim to a first round loss to Remy Steele. Oh, I feel like any losses in the finals could potentially lead to rivalries further on. We do have. I'm telling you, but if you didn't, we said it the other night on Ken Bouchard Online. If you didn't get a chance to watch the women's tournament from the last broadcast, invest the time, man. Invest the time. If you have not seen the women's tournament for A.o.K's women's undisputed title, make the time to watch it.
Representing the Luchador.
There was an interesting turn of events every match the whole way through. El Scorpio making his second round appearance with Pepe, the pina colada filled pinata. And again, we have Empress Sparrow to thank for that. Again, no women's division without her, at least not nearly as entertaining of a women's division as she gave us. TLC match, another one climbed to the top of the ladder thing. El Scorpio is still getting ready over there. And Bobby Richards attacking quick. Damage retention on. Bobby Richards with the steel chair. El Scorpio with the steel ladder. Ladder wins. El Scorpio looking to just go home. He just wants a shot at the Intercontinental title and to go home. El Scorpio sets the ladder up. Springboard, crossbody, and looking good for El Scorpio. Again, El Scorpio not walking under the ladder, but decided to walk the whole way around in front of Bobby Richards to go for the briefcase. And Richards having a hard time getting him to stop. Electric chair drop, and El Scorpio feeling the after effects of his earlier match against Gabriel Lovecraft. Not that Bobby Richards is running around here jumping up with joy from his matchup with Tank, but El Scorpio in a little more dire straits here than Bobby Richards, who just lands a series of elbows. Outside the ring, what's he got in mind here? Bringing the steel chair back into play. Right in the stitching. Richards firing off repeatedly with that chair, but El Scorpio able to get at least some offense in. Sends his opponent into the ropes. And a clothesline sends El Scorpio to the outside. Bobby Richards grabs the ladder. Gets it set, makes the climb. Looking to grab that briefcase. But El Scorpio back in the ring. Can he stop him? Bobby Richards going at it, but not letting go of the briefcase either. El Scorpio just throwing right hands. And now El Scorpio takes the chance. He's not real good at this at all. I think he can't see because of the mask. Bobby Richards again pulling the ladder out from under El Scorpio and dropping him with a power bomb right on top of said ladder. And a chair shot to follow it up. DDT applied by the masked man here. Ladder's back up. Scoops him up. Backbreaker. Luchador. Again, these two no strangers to each other. Of course, the Luchadors and the Freebirds facing off many times throughout Season 2. El Scorpio back to his feet, but Bobby Richards to the top of the ladder. El Scorpio trying to make the climb. Will he get there in time? He's too late. Too late as Bobby Richards moves on to the semifinals. Or the finals, depending on how you look at it. Bobby Richards will face either Bud Marvelous, the world champion, or Cletus J. Hinkledimer, the world tag team champion. This is getting interesting at this point. Bobby Richards, no matter what happens, Bobby Richards at this point has to defeat two champions to end his evening. He will have to defeat either the World Heavyweight Champion to get to Vulgar the Clown, or he will have to face one half of the World Tag Team Champions to get to Vulgar. And then he will have to defeat Vulgar the Clown in order to capture the Intercontinental Championship and win the entire tournament. But also, from here on out, Bud Marvelous is still looking to go into Season 2 being the most decorated at the same time champion. Looking to gather both of the men's titles, major titles for the men's division.
The World Heavyweight Champion, Buddy Marvelous.
Everybody knows the Intercontinental Championship is a stepping stone to the World Championship. Bud Marvelous wants to change that archetype. First one out, his opponent. Second round. Well, Bud Marvelous is full of himself. He needs a belt for both the tires.
One half of the World Tag Team Champions, Curtis J.
Cletus J. Hinkledimer and Bud Marvelous, champion versus champion. No belts. No belts on the line in this particular matchup. Cletus J. Hinkledimer grew up in the backwoods of Stillwater, helping their pappy with the farm. Small plot of land. Off-grid living type of stuff. And look at this. Cletus coming in tough on the world champ. Sending Bud Marvelous right to the mat with that jamming clothesline. Bud fighting back, catching that boot off the ropes. And a punt right in the jaw. Again, the carryover does apply here. Damage retention, keeping these matchups from going into the wee hours of the morning, I hope. As the world champ and the world tag team champ collide here in A.o.K for us here tonight. Marvelous face spins him right down into that face crusher. And the Marvelous one under the ring. We got a table. Marvelous, of course, winning his matchup earlier as the tables match. Rolls him up, looking for the cover. And Marvelous with the A.o.K chance in the chat. Gets a 2 count. Marvelous rolling out of the ring, looking to sucker Omer or Cletus in, and he sure did. Marvelous working on the hammy. Kick to the midsection, boot, point of the boot right in the gut, but reversed by Cletus. Two of the best of A.o.K going at it here. The World Heavyweight Champion and the World Tag Team Champion. And the Tag Champ, Cletus Hinkledimer with a big suplex. Well, this will put a name for him leading into season 2. Especially if he goes on to win the tournament, to beat the World Heavyweight Champion and the Intercontinental Champion in the same night. While you're the Tag Team Champion. Saying something, we'll see what happens. Anything is possible here in these last few matchups. There was a combination of conspiracy. And Bud Marvelous, with his brand new modified, broken, I was going to say modified Marvelous Dreams, but Cletus able to find a link that was weak. Bud crashing down hard, and the cover by Cletus. And Bud gets the shoulder. Marvelous raises a shoulder. Cletus Hinkledimer looking to take it up here, but Bud sets him up. Suplex. Reversed. Cletus again walks into an elbow. Marvelous. The spinning bomb. But doesn't go for the cover. Didn't go for the cover, but changed his mind. Referee Joe Brony counts at 3. Marvelous moves on. Interesting turn of events here. If you know, you know. Bobby Richards to face Bud Marvelous. Here in the, I guess, semifinals. The world champ. Bobby Richards, as I said earlier, has a long, tough road ahead from this point forward. Let's recap real quick. Bobby Richards taking on Tank in the opening matches. Lovecraft against El Scorpio. Bobby Richards coming out on top over Tank, and El Scorpio beating Lovecraft. Which puts Bobby Richards, after his victory over El Scorpio, now to face the heavyweight champion before facing the Intercontinental Champion to win the tournament. Bud Marvelous ever closer to holding 2 of the most prestigious men's titles at the same time to begin the season. Bobby Richards and Bud Marvelous, Extreme Rules. Winner faces the Intercontinental Champion. For those of you still with me, man, I appreciate you being here in these later hours. Y'all are the real heroes. Y'all are the real heroes. We're heading to ringside as Bobby Richards starts his
is the final in the championship.
sashaying too.
Making his way to the ring, representing the
Which one of them?
Freebirds from the nearest
The
night.
Lego?
Weighing in at 228 pounds, babyface Bobby Richards.
Talking about the Lego or the... Yeah. I like it. It looks good. It looks good. A little disappointed the Superman's not on there, but that's alright. Bobby Richards has come a long way here through this tournament tonight. The submission matches, ladder matches, now in Extreme Rules against the World Heavyweight Champion. Again, retention, damage retention is on. There is carryover.
From wherever he wants, weighing in at 237 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Buddy Marvelous.
There you go. If we're still getting, if 2K's still running the show for us then, with the changeover with Endeavor, where the WWE is now part of an umbrella corporation along with UFC. I don't know if 2K will still be making the WWE games. I would hope so. And Bud Marvelous trying to finish this quick with that kick to the face. He dropped Bobby Richards like a sack of potatoes and has been right on top of it looking for the cover. Bud Marvelous thought he had it, was ready to be done with it. Now, of course, but in all honesty, though, unless Endeavor already has an agreement with another company, the reception that they get for 2K23 could change that. You know what I mean? If they were thinking about not using 2K23, the sales and hype that came along with this game might be enough to change their mind to let us keep 2K making the games. But also, if they've already got an agreement with somebody else, maybe we can get a better game than 2K can give us. Who knows? But I do like to think that 2K has a plan that even though there's always this little weird glitchy shit that goes on, the games are always good in some form. There's always something good about them. 20 was great if it would have stayed running. 2K20 was an excellent game if it would have stayed the fuck together. Much like Bobby Richards' skull, it wants to split as far away and get cracked as often as possible. Marvelous eats a pair of boots as he goes for that kendo stick. Into the corner, Bobby Richards in control over the champ. Sends him out. Not looking good for the champ. Rolling Thunder Splash. Here we go. Referee Joe down for the count. Bud kicking out at 2. Richards. And that Bobby Richards was going for the babyface buster. Bud Marvelous reverses it. Russian leg sweep into a just straight beatdown. And back again for the kendo stick. Crack to the skull. One more to follow it up. And a third. Not done yet. Reversed by Bobby Richards. Clothesline. Kicking back the momentum his way. Top rope. Bobby Richards. High flying. Big splash. And the world champ is as close to being beat as he's been in a while. Marvelous rolling out of the ring here. Swinging DDT. And Bobby Richards is a bloody mess here at ringside. Another and another. Finally splitting the skull and kendo stick. Bobby Richards can barely stand on his own. Sends him in for the ride. Ducks under. Look at this. Ducks under. And gets some offense back on the Marvelous One. Steps under. Eat the feet. Bobby Richards looking for the cover. Looking to move on to face the Intercontinental Champion in a 2 count as Bobby cannot believe that he was that close. Marvelous back to his feet with the help of Richards. Swinging neck breaker. And again, Richards misses with that elbow, looking to slam another one into the back of the Marvelous One. Lifting knee, moves out of the way. Richards again with the swinging neck breaker. And that's it. Bobby Richards defeating the World Heavyweight Champion to move on and face the Intercontinental Champion, Vulgar.
Here is your winner, babyface Bobby Richards.
I think it's bloody face Bobby Richards. Bobby Richards will have to go get pieces of that kendo stick removed from his cranium. What a Cinderella story this might be. Underdogs seem to rule the airways here at A.o.K. Cinderella story, Bobby Richards, if he wins, will have the claim that he has beaten the world champion and the Intercontinental champion in the same night. If he wins, Bobby Richards has been through 3 other matches. Bobby Richards has had to climb ladders. Bobby Richards has had to deal with submission holds. Bobby Richards has been through hell and just came from a match against the World Heavyweight Champion to face off against a very fresh and very ready Vulgar the Clown inside of a steel cage.
And is for the Intercontinental Championship.
Vulgar the Clown has been sitting backstage all night, glued to the monitors, waiting to see who his opponent would be. This man, after a quick shower, cleaned up, antiseptic on his face, splinters pulled from his noggin, ready to face the Intercontinental Champion. That steel cage going to be lowered around these two men. He drank a glass of Tang and off he went, huh? Vulgar the Clown, Intercontinental Champion, reclaimed it at WrestleMania 2, Electric Boogaloo. Would defend it for the first time here tonight, 2K23. This is what we were here for. Bobby Richards, Vulgar the Clown, Intercontinental Championship on the line. Said, I don't know if this is much of a prize for Bobby Richards. Go through the whole tournament and then have to face a fresh champion. Look at that pretty belt we got there.
Introducing the challenger,
Wayne Kerr growing his beard in this year.
weighing in at 228 pounds, babyface Bobby Richards. And his opponent, from every man's nightmare, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion.
Crowd behind the champ on this one. Vulgar hands the belt over to Joe Brony. Joe lets Bobby Richards inspect it. We're all ready to go. This is what it's all about. We're going to lower the cage and get this one underway. Intercontinental Championship on the line, and Bobby Richards giving up a little bit of height on this one. Russian leg sweep. Takes the Clown down, and Bobby Richards is like, let me the fuck up out of here. Make this match super quick. Pushes the Clown off and starts to climb again. Bobby Richards trying to make this a quick matchup without having to do too much damage to himself. But that fall from the top rope, giving Vulgar a little bit of a head start there. Richards looking for the pin. No go. Pinfall, submission, or escape. All the ways to win. Bobby Richards stepping out of the way of that springboard. Rolls him up, back around, DDT, floats it over. But Richards back to his feet. Swinging almost in sidewalk slam. And Vulgar looking for a roll up. 2 count, almost a 3. Vulgar almost retained the Intercontinental Championship. Bobby Richards gaining some momentum. Busted open again. Those stitches. That cleanup didn't work much. Butterfly German suplex, and again Bobby Richards back to his feet. Vulgar into the ropes. Richards, big pancake, flapjack. And now working the legs. And going for the top again. Top rope, looking to start climbing. And again, the Intercontinental Champion there to make the break. But again, Bobby Richards staying tough, trying to stay ahead of the game here. Looking for a cover. And Vulgar kicking out at 2. Babyface again misses it. Vulgar from behind rolls him up, and the cover, hook of the leg. And again Bobby Richards kicks out at 2. So close to 3. Swings him around, could be the Buzz Killer. Bobby Richards got anything in him, this is where to find it. A submission hold, nowhere to go. Inside the steel cage, Bobby Richards has come so far. Will this be it? Is this the end of Bobby Richards' nights? Vulgar the Clown forcing the babyface to tap to the Buzz Killer. The Intercontinental Champion remains Vulgar the Clown, heading to season 2. Say what you want about Vulgar. That Intercontinental Championship has been few and far between away from him.
Intercontinental Champion.
And that is it, folks. That is the end. That is the end of the tournament. We're going to take a look at how that all went down. Let's go back that up. Oh, you're not going to let me back it up from here. Vulgar the Clown winning the entirety of the tournament with a single match. Whereas Bobby Richards had battled Tank in a submission match, El Scorpio in a TLC match, and Bud Marvelous in an Extreme Rules matchup. But your winner, the A.o.K. Intercontinental Champion, retaining, being Vulgar the Clown. Next Sunday night, guys, our final 2 tournaments. I'll run over those match cards here real quick with everybody before we sign out. Round 1 matchups. Blaze taking on Connor Riley. Damian Bouchard taking on Chris Andrews. Pedro the Owl taking on LJ Long. That's a newcomer for us. Chris Chaos taking on Hunter Singer. all for the Cruiserweight Championship, where they will face the Coyote Kid in the series finale. We're going to move on to the second half of Sunday night's show. The last tournament that we will need, as Bud Marvelous will defend his championship at the end of the world title tournament. First round matchups, we're kicking it off. Ken Bouchard versus Adam Boone. Zach the Ripper taking on Josh Blackwell. Logan Hawk taking on Angus Gordon. And the Headhunter taking on Trevor the Lawman. The winner of that tournament, as I said, will go on to face the Marvelous One, Bud Marvelous, for the World Championship. 1 week from tonight, folks. 1 week from tonight, we hit Universe Mode. Our titles will be in place. And from there, boom, straight through, all the way down. But with that being said, we are so close. We are so close, yet so far away. 1 week away. We got 2 more tournaments on Sunday night and Wednesday night. A.o.K Championship Wrestling hits Universe Mode. Big bang, bitches. And on that note, until Sunday night, man, I will see you guys on the flip sides. Be safe, take care of one another, and as always, wash behind your ears. Peace. Thank you for being here.